Howdy gentlemen, welcome back to the mess which I call my desk. And the reason for this video is because of this little box which I had arrived this morning. Now before we get that, I did have some other goodies turn up this morning as well, and I do note that these are all purchased out of my own pocket. I did buy myself a Mobius camera. It did come with a lens cap. I've lost that already, so future's not bright for this camera, but we'll see what we can do with it. I've seen lots of other people use them, so they can't be that bad. And up on your screen right now is a couple of photographs of what happened to my last run cam. So I only had it like a week or so, and during a crash when I was testing out the Naze 32 board as a flight stabilizer and GPS home, it did plough into the ground, and the run cam, it was again bright orange. I don't know how I missed it when I must have been a bit annoyed when I was going collecting the plane. And anyway, it got lost in the left in the field overnight, and I almost went to go and get it the morning after, but I thought no. Dave, the groundskeeper up there, he'll never mow the grass, and he did. And he also mowed my run cam. So I've got another run cam on the way to me because I really do like this. This is actually being recorded on a run cam 2 as well. But I thought I'd grab myself a Mobius just to see what they were like. So I've got myself one of those. Also in the post this morning, I've got loads and loads of Velcro. You can never have enough Velcro. In fact, just to make the point, there's another 2 rolls of it there as well. Also, there's like this misconception when it comes to servos, is that the metal geared ones are really expensive. So there's a little 9-gram metal geared servo made by Tower Pro, and this bag of 10 of them cost £18. So that was £1.80 per servo, which if you look up on HobbyKing, it's cheaper than their cheap plastic ones. It's crazy. And I got these off eBay. I'll pop the listing up on the screen for you right now, and I'll also put the link underneath. Super cheap, and these are brilliant. And out of, I think this is now 30 of them I got. Out of all of them which I've had so far, I've only had one fail. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. Now, the reason for this video is because I saw a video by 7Demo7, and again, I'll put the link underneath this video for you because I thought it was so cool, and I thought I must do this. And it's to do with these little quadcopters. So this is either a H8 or J8, which you can pick up for 10 or 11 quid. And they are brilliant fun. Even my daughter, she's only 8, and she can fly this around really well. To a degree. Now, this is actually the third one which I've owned. The first one is 60 foot up in the tree next to the office. The second one I gave to the girls and one of her mates, and they were out flying it around the front, and it's in next door somewhere in the brambles. So yeah, I'll probably never see that one again. So it's one of those things is that you have so much fun with them. If you lose it, you go and buy yourself another one immediately because they are really good fun. Now, coming back to my point, which is that on the 7Demo7 YouTube channel, again the link is below, especially for the video as well, is what he'd done is take a little FPV camera and then mount that on the top. And I thought that was so cool, especially like today, you might be able to hear the rain in the background, and it's absolutely chucking it down. So I'm supposed to be going out and getting this vector unit which you saw in the last video, supposed to be getting that installed, but I'm waiting for some varnish to dry on the board which I've made for the middle, so I need something else to occupy my attention. So what I've been and got here, now this wasn't cheap by any means, and I'm sure you can get them cheaper from elsewhere. I just wanted it nice and quickly so I could go and play with it. Is that I actually got this from eBay. It was £36, and let me just put this up right in the camera for you. Can you see how tiny this is? And let me just put it in proportion. That's just a standard carving knife or craft knife. Look at the size of it. It's absolutely tiny. And again, I didn't get this from Banggood or Amazon or GearBest. This was actually an eBay purchase from an eBay UK seller. Really good. And this thing is absolutely tiny. Just look how diddy this is. And then on the back, I don't know how, there's like a quadrillion little switches on the back. Let me just point that out for you. Just there's like a million little switches. So whatever the default frequency, channel frequency, I think I'll be staying with that, although having a quick look at the instructions, there is a little push button there which you can cycle through them, I think. But hey ho, what I'm actually going to be doing with this, and let me just put this lens cap back on there, is what the guy over at 797 had done. He's chopped out the top of there. So just grab the Dremel tool, obviously removing the top casing, then dremeled out the top of his quadcopter, and then just hot glued on. Again, I need to go careful with this, which is a bit ironic because I'm going to be flying it on a quad. But what he'd been and done, I can get my fat fingers out of the way, is that he'd been and glued that little tiny camera on the top of there and built a miniature FPV quadcopter. How cool is that? I am going to have so much fun with that. So what I'm going to go and do is undo a couple of screws underneath, get this top cover off, hack it out with a Dremel, and then go and get some hot glue, and then hot glue that in there, and then this little wiring lead, I'm going to solder that onto the mains lead up here for a little 1S battery on the back. And then we're going to go FPVing in the office, because like I said, it is chucking it down out there. And I can't wait. So I'm off because I need to go and do a little bit of hackery on this little quadcopter, and I'm going to go and fly around in my office today. So with that said, from myself, Matt, cheerios.